Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do my first budget with me. I don't know how this is gonna work. we gonna work it out some way, because when I budget, it's a long process. So I kind of took a lot of the unknowns out the equation already. Let me scoot up a little bit. So hopefully this goes steady, because budgeting for me is not just a one-stop shop process. I gotta go around the world and back and do some math and do some other stuff. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys enjoy planning with me or different types of planner videos, definitely like and subscribe, and I will definitely read the comments and comment back. And I know this kind of got weird, so let's continue. So today I'm going to go through my first May paycheck, which is May 1st. And I don't do monthly, but I do a monthly spread to kind of see where everything's at. Of course, you guys know what's going on in the world right now. Excuse my nails, because I'm not judging you. Don't judge me. So what's going on is I have my May calendar view for my finance section. So if you guys haven't had a chance to see my my planner setup, I will link the video here so you guys can kind of see how I got everything. This is an Etsy shop printout. It was editable up to a certain extent, so I was able to put like May, reminders, goals, the days, and then also like put certain things on here so I didn't have to write them in. A lot of the things I like to put in here, I do write some, because I wasn't 100% sure. So next month, like, this will be written in and a couple of things will be written in. But if you're interested in this little in this editable calendar, I'll link it down below, as well as it's already linked in the previous video as well. So as you guys can see, I kind of have everything highlighted, and I already have it done for May. So you see pretty much the fixed variables, if you want to call them that. Paydays, savings, that goes into savings, car payments, Amazon Prime, because Amazon Prime is actually the only thing I have operating that is charging me monthly at the moment. Yeah, because I think I turned everything off, and I really have everything else is on a yearly subscription, which I really need to put Amazon Prime on a yearly subscription, but let's get past that. I only have Capital One payment because I bought something, and then I have a TJ Maxx payment that's due, and I have a loan payment. Other than that, I don't really have any payments going out. Lucky me, because this used to be to the point where the calendar used to be full. So if you guys are on your own finance and budget journey, trust me, there's the light to the end of the tunnel. You'll get there, trust me. It took me maybe a year just to kind of get to where this is just this simple. And what really helped me out was getting that loan, and that loan keeps everything so much more simpler than having 4 or 5 credit cards to pay. So quite happy about that. But if you guys want any information about that, definitely comment down below. I can talk a whole video about getting a personal loan and the struggles I went through and the relief I got once I got it. It's changed my whole budget. Thank you. So we're gonna flip through, and this is also, so this page is the monthly bills. This is also a printout I linked in the previous video. I'll link it down below again for you guys. And then this is where I keep up with my credit cards that are owed. So I have a tab bit on Navy Federal, because that's where my storage unit, until I move again, that's where I'm storing all of my items. So I have a tab bit. I think my storage cost me is $120 a month. So I always make sure, hey, when it comes out on the 1st, I try to pay it within those first couple days if possible. Like, say if I don't get paid to the 10th, I can't pay it till the 10th, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. So I make sure to pay that as quick as possible and keep that credit card nice and free. TJ Maxx currently owed is $235, because when I figure out they're probably going to be closing, I went shopping, and which I'm happy I did. I didn't buy like useless things. I bought a lot of backups of things, and it really does help, because makeup wipes go so quick. Little things like that, cleaning supplies go really quick when you're cleaning every day. Things like that, hand soap, I bought like 1,000 things of hand soap from them, and it worked out perfectly because I actually needed one at work. So do not regret that at all. Other ones that are on here, JCPenney and Capital One. With Capital One, that's more or less another bill for my husband, because what he used it, which is fine. I'm not really worried about it because he pays it off. I don't care. JCPenney is really for honestly work clothes and Sephora. So since we're not wearing work clothes, you don't really see a JCPenney bill. But Sephora, I'm probably going to make a purchase because I'm running out of my primer and my setting spray. But that's neither here or there right now. So next we have the monthly bills. With the monthly bills, this is where I track, did I pay off the bills I intended to pay off this month. So if you check out the calendar, you'll see that these are my top 4 things. I did add Navy Federal on here because I plan to make that payment on the 1st, because I do get paid on the 1st, so it's just going to be on here for reference reasons. But car, TJ Maxx, Navy Fed, Capital One. Car and Navy Fed are definitely getting paid on the 1st. TJ Maxx isn't due until the 19th, so I may wait till next paycheck. I haven't decided yet. And then Capital One isn't due till the 21st, so I know for a fact my car is going to get paid. And then after I budget today, I'll know how much I want to allocate to Navy Fed, just to kind of get it out the way. I do have a couple more expenses on there. I can't remember what I bought. I know I couldn't find my debit card one day and I expensed something, but the money's still in my account, so it's not really hurting me per se. But I do know it's a little bit, I think it's right at 3 something that's due on there, but I don't know. We're gonna figure it out, because I'm gonna look it up while we're making this video. So just to recap, this was April's excuse me, this was April's. So with April, you can see everything kind of is astray. This is my usual budgeting ways. So I kind of I love these plain sheets. I have a lot of these. These are from Tool. I kind of should tell you guys that as we go along. This is a Tool planner. Like, these are Tool rings, the Tool notebook, all that good stuff. So with these pages, I love these because they're blank and I can just put the title and I kind of can just run the numbers out my head. If you're a person who needs to see everything on paper like me, this is the best thing as far as budgeting, and I can kind of just do actual and what's going on and things like that. So what we are going to do is start a fresh page. And like I said, if you guys were with me for the planner tour, you know exactly this is my moving list, so that's going to stay there conveniently. And then I'm going to start a new page. So I'll be using this little cute pouch full of my pens. This is my budgeting pouch. If you guys are interested in this pouch, I think I got it from Hobby Lobby. Of course, with what's going on, you can't get it right now, but I'm pretty sure it's still in there. And then I like to use these Tool fine tip pens. With these just make life so much easier because I write hard, so they make life easier. I think today I'm going to write it in pencil first. Yeah, I think I'm going to write in pencil first. So I'm going to use a Tool mechanical pencil. If you guys have not realized, I'm well invested in this company. I should buy stock in it at this point. So I want everything to be pink. Of course, everything has to match because I have obsession with life like that. I didn't realize I had 2 of these, so I actually bought 2 of these and didn't realize. I think this one I bought by itself, and then this one came in the pack, which makes me happy. And then I have a pink highlighter. So that's what that's the color scheme we're gonna go for today. Next time, I think I want to do like a blue color scheme. I have blue everything too, so you know what? Next week we're gonna be festive. We're gonna do something different and not just pink everything, because you know I can. All right, you guys are gonna have to work with me because I am a lefty, so, and the camera is on my left side, so I might jilt the camera a couple times, but you guys just know that I'm trying. So we're gonna jilt this a little bit over. See, as being a lefty, life gets so much more difficult because you just can't write up and down. So what we're gonna do, usually I'm gonna take usually I take it out. We're gonna give it a little space because I need that space between the actual rings in my hand. So we're gonna say May budget. Okay, so we got the May budget down. So we're gonna say PC, which is paycheck of May 1st. Okay, so a paycheck of May 1st. Let me make sure the camera's focused in. I know it's gonna be a little wonky, guys. You know, I ain't got all the fancy stuff, you know, but it's whatever. So we're gonna move it up just a tad bit. I think I can zoom in a little bit for you guys too. Oh, look at God. Okay, y'all, I can't help but be so freaking down to earth. I just can't help it. I know some people come on and want a fancy video. I'm just me. So most important thing to pay is my card. Okay, and that's, so what I need to do, estimate, I need to do like an EST because there's still money, of course, left in all of my accounts. if you guys have been budgeting with me for a minute now, you know that well, if you don't, of course you haven't, because it's my first video. If you guys have followed me on Instagram, which is at WellPlannedBoujee, you guys will know that I carry a couple different accounts. I have a short-term savings, a long-term savings, a bill paying account, and a spending account. So I have money left in all the accounts. Of course, the short-term savings should have money in it, of course, it's savings. But the bill paying account has an, I think, estimate about 150, and then my personal has an estimate about 100, which is fine because I usually put more money into the bill paying account just because sometimes I did forget there was an automatic payment and I didn't want to get an overdraft or anything like that. Most of the time I don't, because I turned off that feature, especially with who I bank with. But it was just a safety thing. Just make sure there's a couple extra dollars in there. So estimated my paycheck is going to be $1325.80 coming in. So what we're going to do, we take that amount, I put $301.64. So usually I put a little space in between these, but I completely forgot. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the calculations right here. And then we're going to take my phone. Give me 1 second to unlock it and get the... So I don't think I can fit. Oh, that works out for her. Okay, cool. So we're going to take $1325.80 minus $301.64. So that leaves a smooth 1,000. Okay. So if we go back to the bills that needed to be paid, I remember that's kind of my fixed one that's due no matter what. So Navy Fed is not due actually for the whole month of May. I'm just paying it because I don't want it to like sit there. TJ Maxx is not due till the 9th, but they are bills that I want to pay. So first things first, when I see a large number like this, I know I was doing math in my head earlier and I had another expense coming out. Oh God, I forgot my personal loan. Okay, yeah, that's what's due because it's on the 11th and it's so early in the month and the month is kind of wacky. Okay, so I have my personal loan coming out. God, I thought about that. And I still did it too close again. See, I don't know what's going on with me today, guys, but you guys are getting the drift of how I do it, which is 300. So there we go. That number looks a lot better. So 724.16. Okay, that's what's left after that. So car, personal loan are coming out. I could wait to pay I could wait to pay a lot of different things, but whatever. I'd rather get it out and knocked out in the early in the month because I know this month is a 3 paycheck month. So I do plan on moving either June or July at the latest of August. I wanted to start really putting things out like a couple months ahead, because then when I move I don't have to worry about making payments for that month and I kind of can save again and kind of replenish my savings from what I use for moving. So just in that situation, I know this month I'm going to be paying out a lot more money than I usually do. So, and then what I do is I budget living into my budget, because sometimes we forget that we need money to live off of and we'll spend it all on paying bills, and then that's how you rack up more debt. So I usually put just a little number 350 there. I probably won't even need that much to be honest. Usually I'll do a little bit less. So then that leaves us with 374.16. Now usually with this, I have not allocated anything to savings yet, so savings is going to get a smooth 200. I say that because like I said, I have extra money in my bill paying account, almost 150 to 200. So if I wanted to make an extended payment to Navy Federal, I can use what's already in there, because the only automatic payment I have coming out is Amazon Prime, and I have enough money in there to allocate to making sure Amazon Prime is covered. So that leaves us with, and that's after living, so I still have my living budget. That leaves us with, what is that, you know what, we're just going to subtract it even though I know it's 174. Okay, 174.16. So I have a couple different options. When I have a surplus like this, after everything is kind of covered, I kind of try to decide if I want to put it towards another bill, if I want to put it in my savings. This month, I low-key want to put in my savings because I spent a lot more than I should during this quarantine, and it would just be nice to replenish the money that I spent. There's a part of me that also wants to pay the Navy Federal card, because with my savings I'm looking to allocate at least $600 in there by the end of this month. I think I'm gonna pay Navy. Give me 1 second, guys, because what I'm gonna do is I need to go check the Navy Federal what's due, and I need to do some quick math. So usually what I'll do at the end of this, I'll do a calculation of what's due. A part of me wants to also put that towards TJ Maxx, because it's like, wow, that's a lot of TJ Maxx paid off. As far as Navy Federal is concerned, so we're going to do like a bill payoff section down here. And that's usually what I do, because it kind of keeps me, too much information. So right now, just want to make sure my screen stays on. Okay. Need my bad handwriting, guys. Right now due is $285.29. I need to remember storage unit is coming. So what I'm gonna do is clear the screen, and then we're gonna do $285.29 plus 120. It's about 405 divided by 2, 202. Okay, which I can afford to put half of that away. But what we're gonna do, because it's so much due, I'm gonna put that 174 towards it. So what I'm gonna do is 120. Ooh, where did that come from? Y'all probably saw it and I didn't. Plus 120, 174, 16. That's a good number, because I can make that payment all in one. So what we're gonna do is put that towards Navy. And it's gonna be 174.16. Well, it's gonna be 174.29. I don't like having to sit. It's weird. Shit. Excuse me. I'm gonna do 175. There we go. 175.29. That way it gives me a rounder number. Yeah, because it's 40. Wasn't it 405? Y'all see, this is why I have to do things. 120 minus the 175.29. Yep, it'll bring me exactly up to 230. So we're looking at about 230 due after, which is perfectly fine, because then literally TJ Maxx and Navy Federal are at the same exact place, which is fine with me. I'm okay with that, because I don't plan on using either card for a while. So that's okay. So I am a person who budgets down to the last dollar. So we have completely exhausted all of our funds for the month. So that makes me feel good, but it just makes it easier tracking exactly where my money is going. I decided not to make a payment towards TJ Maxx, but that's fine, because next paycheck, I don't have anything due. So let me look at the calendar right quick. Next paycheck, so if this is on the 1st, next paycheck is on the 15th. The only thing I have to pay is TJ Maxx. And it looks like I will have to put something onto Capital One, which isn't that problem, because my husband will send that to me. So I'm gonna budget it into my budget, and then he just reimburses me, which is fine. I'm not really too concerned or too hot-headed about it, because the 15th falls, the 21st falls between the 15th and 29th, and I get paid again on the 29th after the 15th, which means I need to make a payment. So I'll most likely go ahead and pay off TJ Maxx. Maybe, I haven't decided yet, because I know I want to pay off, I might pay off Navy Fed, pay half of TJ Maxx, and then make a small payment towards Capital One, and that's probably it. But I'm not looking at no more than like 500 allocated out for them, and then I need to allocate more to my savings. So my goal next paycheck is to put 300 to 400 in my savings. But when we get there, I will definitely share it with you guys. So this is how I budget. It's very cut, clean. It used to be a lot more detailed when I had a lot more to worry about, but now, guys, as you can see, it's very easy. It's just making sure you know where every one of your dollars goes. With the living budget, that accounts for wig buying, that accounts for supply buying, that accounts for everything. So that is what I give myself to live off of. It kind of gives myself more motivation to keep more money there, because if I run out, I don't dip into my savings. I make it do what it do. So if I know I'm getting down to my last 50, I need to go grocery shopping because I can't do anything and can't go anywhere. You have to be strict with yourself, but also forgiving. Sometimes when something comes up or you spend a little too much at dinner, it's okay to forgive yourself a little bit more, but make sure you have the money somewhere that's not going to impact you badly in the financial future. So for me, I always allocate an extra 50 into the bill paying account, which I've done for a couple months now. That's why it has a surplus in there, and with that, I'm able to dip into that instead of dipping into my savings. It's like hiding money from myself, because I don't look at my bill paying account. I look at it, of course, because it's linked, but I don't look at it as spendable money. So a lot of rambling, a lot of, just going through things. But guys, this is my budget for the first 2 weeks of May. So if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, I'm not at work, I don't know why I asked that question. I said it like that. Then you guys feel free to comment down below. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next budgeting video. Bye guys.